Welcome to today's video. Mark 9 verse 23 explained. Jesus said unto him, If thou canst believe, all things are possible to him that believeth. This verse is part of a powerful moment in the Gospel of Mark. A father brought his son to Jesus, desperate for healing. The boy was suffering from a spirit that caused seizures, and the disciples were unable to cast it out. The father, filled with doubt and desperation, asked Jesus if he could help. Jesus responded with this statement, shifting the focus back to faith. He was not questioning his own power, but challenging the Father to believe. The phrase "if thou canst believe" is not a condition on God's ability, but on human faith. Jesus was teaching that faith is the key to experiencing God's power. All things are possible to him that believeth does not mean that faith guarantees whatever we desire, but that true faith aligns us with God's will and power. When we trust in God, He can work in ways beyond our understanding. Faith is not about demanding miracles but about trusting in the one who performs them. The Father's response in the next verse is just as important. He cries out, Lord, I believe, help thou mine unbelief. This shows that even when our faith feels weak, we can turn to Jesus for strength. God honors sincere faith, even if it is imperfect. Throughout the Bible, faith is emphasized as the foundation of our relationship with God. Hebrews 11 verse 6 says, But without faith it is impossible to please Him. Faith is not just believing that God exists, but trusting in His power, His goodness, and His plan for our lives. Mark 9 verse 23 teaches that faith opens the door for God's power to work in our lives. It does not mean we will always get what we want, but it assures us that nothing is beyond God's ability. Whether we need healing, strength, or guidance, we must believe that God is able. Jesus was not telling the Father that he had to have perfect faith. He was calling him to trust. Even when we struggle with doubt, we can bring it to God and ask for help. The more we grow in faith, the more we will see God's power at work. If you were encouraged by this video, make sure to subscribe, like, and share it with others. Leave a comment with your thoughts on this verse. May God bless you and strengthen your faith.